Hello, Pontiac Firebird collectors. So we have a 1976 Firebird TA Trans Am 50th Anniversary Edition. Let's see what sort of facts. What sort of facts the world has here for us. 76 marked the 50th anniversary. Duh. Special black and gold for Bill Mitchell, the Vice President of GM Design. Okay. I immediately thought this was one of those Smokey and the Bandit vehicles, but it's not, because all the Smokey and the Bandit, the first two movies, they had 4 headlights. This only has 2. And then the third Smokey and the Bandit was the Knight Rider kind of Firebird. Alright, so let's see on the back. Nice. They actually have some photos of what else you could be interested in spending your money on. So that's smart of them, I think. Alright, in fact, I actually did get a few of these, so... Okay, so this would be the second generation Pontiac Firebird, which spanned between 1967 to 2002 was the whole series, but the second gens were 1970 to 1981, so that's a long stretch of Firebirds, the second generation. In 1976, the car lost the rubber bumperettes and just has an integrated polyurethane bumper. Okay. And then there's this I guess was the last year for the 7.5 liter V8 due to emission standards tightening up. Okay. And it had a 4-speed manual. And then the 50th anniversary was a special RPO code of Y82. And it was the very first production black and gold special edition. So I don't know if the other Smokey and the Bandit cars were custom painted or something, if this is the first production one. It's a little confusing, but then again, Wikipedia, maybe all that stuff is wrong. So looking at this black, it's not metallic, it's just solid black and solid gold. There was a TV show called Solid Gold. It was about, like, I think people disco dancing or something in music. So the wheels, this is a really open honeycomb mesh. There are tighter honeycombs, but I guess not on this particular anniversary car. So they do look good. They're not passing air, which I can fully understand because it would be impossible for them to have them pass air and maybe be crush-proof. Well, you know what? I take that back. I feel like if Kyosho did this, they would pay, at least in the 5 large areas, there would be air passing through. Nevertheless, it's still a pretty nicely detailed wheel because there's gold and chrome on the lip here, and then there's chrome in the center, and there's some printing there, and then the lug nuts also look chrome, so that's a lot of detail. The tires do look nice and rounded, and then they have good printing on them, so very nice. The side blocks don't look too off-roady. I'd rather not see any, but these are some of the better ones. So this little reflector here is inset and painted. The gold trim work here, or whatever, gold accents are painted nicely. This Trans Am is legible. I don't know about what that thing is, though, but it's there. Oh, big chunk of paint missing. So that's weak. Auto World, come on, man, that's weak. Right out of the packaging. Well. Okay. Well, anyways, Firebird logo here. The gold printing around the windows looks pretty nice. Yeah. Some sort of casted in ridge here. Probably like, I think this is like a stick-on like fender flare on the real car. So there's a seam there. And then there's some red paint back here. I guess we're going to continue around the back. More gold pinstriping looks good. 50th anniversary looks good. And then the lights back here are just painted. You know, there's no clear plastic. Oh, there's also a Trans Am up there and Pontiac. They both look legible. Going around to this side, looking for any more problems. I now notice there's a lock. It's just smooth but printed. Yeah, okay, that looks all good. The tires, the wheels, they all look good. So we're going to the front end. So the stark white headlights, but inside here it looks like it's gold, all in these openings. The Firebird logo doesn't look so bad there. And then, what is this? Some silver paint inset there for those lights. This is smooth in here, but inside here we have a texture painted black. So now this is what you really want to see, the big Firebird motif, and it looks good. And the double pinstriping also looks pretty good going around the cowl here. Some ribbing here in front of the windshield looks alright. And because it's a black car, even though that is a pretty big panel gap, it is hidden. Oh, what's going on here? Looks like there's a scratch there or a gouge again. And this is not cool. Let me open this guy up. Gotta get some of this poster putty. So it's cool that the induction cowl is actually sticking to the engine. It's just a lame engine though. It's not really worth looking at. It's just so smoothed over like a bar of soap. And then yeah, the overspray here. It's just I don't think it's worth the effort, right, of making the outside look bad. The gold striping runs across to the back here, and also the top of the wing, it spreads out. Interesting. What is going on up here now? It's like a scratch in the roof. So that's not good. This thing is just rife with problems. It also looks like there's some contaminants here. The problem is, gloss black is probably the worst color to find, to show off. It's the easiest to see the defects in, which is, I guess, good and bad depending on your situation. Alright, well, Auto World, we have a metal base, press fit together, the tire treads look okay, and this one, yeah, it's more often than not, it doesn't tell you what the car is, so it's kind of silly, I think. I don't know what this vehicle is in the future. I'm not going to leave it in the package. In fact, I might even write them an email. I was really looking forward to this one. I love the livery, but it's just so blemished with these minor details. Mainly it's that one. That's a really annoying thing to look at. Alright, well, let's look at a couple other vehicles, including this Firebird from Auto World, the 69 Trans Am, which had no QC problems. Generally, Auto World is pretty good with the QC, so I was kind of let down. It's not common to have QC problems. So that's a Dodge Charger. No, Dodge Challengers from '73. Challenger Rally. I always say Charger. Maybe it's just I'm too lazy to say the word Challenger. Here's a Mustang Mach 1. And here's a Plymouth Roadrunner. So all Auto Worlds, all True 64, and I don't know if you're curious, I'm a little curious. So this Plymouth is quite a big vehicle actually. And then this is actually quite small. Granted, it is the older generation, so that makes sense. But considering this is older, and that's newer, well, yeah, interesting. So that's why I like collecting scale models, just to do these little comparisons, right? Okay. They do have a white variation, and I did think about getting that, but I don't actually have a black and gold Firebird in my collection, so that's why I was really looking forward to this. I have like a yellow Kyosho of an older Firebird like this, but it's just not the same, right, as a Smokey and the Bandit livery, even though this was never in one of those Smokey and the Bandit movies. Oh well. So I'll continue to get Auto Worlds, but just want to give you guys a heads up that you might have some QC problems like me. It's not common, but, anything can happen. Thank you for watching today. See you in the next Firebird video.